Today we're installing an MBRP intercooler pipe on our 2011 Duramax LML. It's our project truck. We've done a bunch of videos on this truck, but the intercooler pipe part number is MBRIC 1979. This fits the 2011 to 2013 Duramax LMLs. Show you what comes in the kit. This is going to change the driver's side intercooler pipe, which is the hot side. So you get your first section of intercooler piping here, and this is all 3-inch pipe, again polished. You'll have three couplers come in the bag. The bottom section of pipe that actually goes to the intercooler, and it's 3-inch as well and polished. Instructions and all the clamps you need, all the 3-inch hardware you need, and then the 2.5-inch hardware that'll actually go in right at the turbo. So you'll get 6 clamps in total, 2 pipes, and 3 boots with this kit. So we're going to go ahead with our installation. First thing that you need to do, and you'll notice in your instructions, it tells you to remove the inner fender well and also the grill cover and the grill from the truck. We're going to try not to do that today. We're going to start with just taking the grill cover off. This may not work. I may have to take the grill out of it anyway, but I don't think I'm going to have to. So that's a step that you'll be able to avoid. You've seen us take the grill cover off this truck before when we put in our BMF grill. 10 push pins along the top of it. Just pull up on the centers of them. And pull them right straight up. All right, and then just simply lift up on your radiator cover. Now you'll notice our radiator cover really didn't get us any more access to anything. We can take our grill off, and that'll kind of help us get to the top bolt on the intercooler here. Our top clamp on the intercooler right here, which is where my hand will be right here. But I think we can get to that clamp just fine with the cover off like this. So we're going to try it and keep ourselves from having to take our grill out. Now we're going to move to our inner fender well. Okay, we want to take it just a second and give you another shot of that intercooler clamp, the lower intercooler clamp on the driver's side. Here it is right here. That is an 11 metric nut, and with our radiator cover removed, that's going to give us access to be able to get to that clamp right there. All right, now we're going to take out the driver's side inner fender well, and the inner fender well has got a series of push pins in it. It's got some 10 metric bolts on the bottom, so we get a 10 metric ratchet, 7 metric nut driver, or 7 metric socket, however you want to. There's some smaller bolts in there, and our little pick hook again. We're just going to remove the inner fender well. You've probably done this before. If you ever had to change your fuel filter, you're just doing it on the other side, so same thing. Okay, now for removal of your stock intercooler pipe, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove the clamp on the intercooler. I'm sorry, the clamp on the radiator. And this is why we didn't take the grill out, because by taking our upper radiator shroud off, it's allowed us to come up from the top with a long extension in 11 metric, and it let us get to this clamp perfectly. So now we can go ahead and loosen the bottom intercooler clamp. Absolutely not. That's right. Okay. Now the other clamps that are on here are permanent clamps, and you can see, we're going to go back down here. You can see these clamps on the mid pipe section. These don't have an adjustment clamp on them. They're permanent. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to pull this back from the intercooler to release it. And it will take some finagling. All right. Now let's our bottom go, our bottom clamp go. Now we're going to get our top one. All right. According to the MBRP instructions, they tell us to pull the intercooler pipe out and then to remove the heat shield. Well, what we found is that the heat shield is actually in our way to be able to get the intercooler pipe up where we need it to be. So we're going to remove our heat shield now. 2 10 metric nuts holding it on. Actually, it's a 1 10 metric nut and then a 10 metric bolt on the other side. We're going to get our lower one out first. All right. The heat shield's right here. All right, now with the heat shield out, we should be able to pull the intercooler pipe straight up. Okay, now we can pull our intercooler pipe right out. Hey, Lurch, can you guide this pipe for me from the bottom? Down low best you can. I'll start wiggling it and you can see it.
Is the boot coming up with it?
Yeah, it's all got to come up. What do you need? There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
There she is. Out. You can see. Better to have a second set of hands to get it out of there for you. Okay, now we're going to begin installing our MBRP intercooler pipe. First off, we're going to put our couplers on. This coupler is what we'll call the hump coupler. This is going to go on the intercooler side. You want to make sure that you install your clamps on the coupler too, and you want to make sure that you pay attention to which way you orient them, because orienting them on the intercooler side is going to be important, so you can gain access to it to be able to get your wrench on it. So I've got both of these pointing towards the driver's side of the truck and up. I'm going to go ahead and install my coupler on now. Just give it a push, and you want to leave everything loose. Okay. At this point right now, we can go ahead and install our lower intercooler pipe. Would probably be the easiest thing to do. Our lower intercooler pipe, the long end will actually go into the intercooler, and you just kind of got to use common sense here and just look at it and know that, hey, it's got to go, it's got to go this way to be able to link back up to the top pipe, for it can't go this way because it's kicking out. So you just got to be able to look at it and say, okay, that's where I need to be. Your long end, the longer end goes towards the intercooler. You'll install this actually through the wheel wells, what the instructions say to do. While we've got this pipe up, you can look at the differences in these pipes in sizing and how much more airflow you're going to be able to get from this. And also, it's not going to have nearly as many transitions in it as this pipe does. So the airflow is going to be a whole lot more direct without the transitions in it. So we're going to install our lower intercooler pipe now. All right. Now onto our lower intercooler pipe. We're going to go ahead and put our straight coupling. You'll want to go ahead and put some clamps on here as well. I'm going to point these the same way, up and out. I'm at least going to get one on here and get the straight coupling on. There's our straight coupling on with our lower clamp installed, and you can see by our lower clamp that we're going to be able to access that from the top side with a wrench fairly easily, no problems. Okay, so now on to our upper pipe. Now we're going to go ahead and install our reducer coupling, or our turbo outlet coupling. I've already got my clamps on here, and I've got them oriented the way I want them to be. To give me access to get to them, just simply push it up on the turbo here. See how I've left the clamps there where I can access them with a wrench. Again, that's very important. All right, last step is our upper intercooler pipe. What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and install another clamp onto our middle intercooler pipe, our coupler. And we're going to make sure that we're going to be able to access it with a wrench. And we're going to install the pipe itself on the straight coupler first, going to our lower pipe. There is that. Okay. All right. Almost got it, Adam. I just need to get a little clamp pick here. Just going to roll it around the outer surface of the coupler to where it falls on, just like so. And there we go. All right, so that's got our MBRP intercooler pipe installed. So what we'll do is we'll go back through this. We'll make sure that we don't have any contact points anywhere. We're going to clean everything up, and once we've assured ourselves that we don't have any contact points anywhere, we'll tighten up all of our clamps one at a time. Again, always checking for clearance, making sure that you don't have any contact points on the intercooler pipe. Go ahead and put our inner fender well back on, our radiator cover back on, and that finishes our installation. So thank you for watching. If you got any questions, just let us know.